Hey guys, Feeding Friends bringing you another gameplay video here, but today we're going to talk about Ubisoft and EA's conferences, and we're going to talk about them because last time I talked about Microsoft and Sony's conference. Now, with Ubisoft and EA's conferences, now EA focused on some games, right? But they focused on games you've seen before. Now, Ubisoft, I don't know why I keep getting them mixed up. Ubisoft seemed to really focus on brand new IPs. And after they announced Watch Dogs, I didn't really think we were going to get much brand new IPs from Ubisoft, honestly, so I was like really amazed. And but what I really want to talk about is how Ubisoft seems to want to completely and utterly destroy the bridge between multiplayer and single player. Because if you notice, especially in that new game, The Division, Watch Dogs kind of hinted at it, like where anybody can just watch you and help out in a certain way. And but The Division completely and utterly obliterated the line between multiplayer and single player, based on the demo anyway, because in The Division, which is a Tom Clancy game, that's greatness, it's Tom Clancy. In that game, it showed that they were playing like a single player. It looked like it was single player. They were playing, and they were going to a police station, and it was a co-op. And there were 3 of them, and then they got the police station, they got the guns, and they called for pickup, right? One guy played from his tablet, and he was like air support, which is similar to what Battlefield was doing with the commander mode, I think, with the whole you play on your tablet as air support, you play as the command center while you watch your squad like fight. Anyway, so with Ubisoft, that did The Division, and then it ended with this great just surprise. They were waiting for the chopper, and then they're like, wait a minute, another group of players joined, and then they started to fight players, and then the camera went to the map to show that like there are a whole mass of players just playing in that same exact environment. And that's not exactly like an MMO, because it's more like you play the single player game, but you play it with everybody, and like everybody can interrupt you at any time. And I think that's really good. They're calling it open world. So I would really love, do you guys think that this is going to transfer to a lot of games? Do you think that other companies and a lot of single player games are all of a sudden going to become open world, where multiplayer can get involved at any time, and like people can stop you from getting missions and stuff like that? Or do you think that that's just like a passing phase? I don't know. The Division may start it. That's a risky thing, but if the Division is successful, I could see a lot more games doing that. Now, EA also seemed to kind of try to do this with the Need for Speed, at least with the racing game. They tried to have it where you are in the racing world, and everybody else is just there with you, and they're like, you can agree to do races, and then if anybody's playing as a cop, they'll get word, oh, this race is going on, stop them, stuff. It looked like that, at least. And then Battlefield was, I don't know, but anybody can answer this. Was that a 64-player co-op mode? Because I was watching the game, and it didn't look like they were fighting each other. It looked like they were doing like tactical missions, and that was 64 people, and I'm like, what? Because I remember like there was like 5 on the ground, and they were fighting, and then all of a sudden the helicopter came, and the cars came, and then like people were on the next side fighting. They went in the elevator, and then like the commander sent the missile and everything, but people were on the ground fighting too while they're up in the building fighting. So is that a 64 co-op? If that is, that's greatness, but 64 co-op, like that's gonna be hard to find exactly 64 players unless like it's a huge queue. Wouldn't be bad. But anyway, EA's conference, they kind of tend to show stuff we knew, like Need for Speed, Battlefield. Now, so did Ubisoft. Ubisoft showed Assassin's Creed, I think Splinter Cell. They showed off, some games that we're familiar with, but that Division at the end was the greatness of the whole thing. And Ubisoft's conference, honestly, to me, was the best conference out of all of them. I've always loved Ubisoft's conferences, and this year it was even better than last year's. They just took the cake. So I give it to Ubisoft overall. Ubisoft had the best conference. Anyway, if you guys think differently, comment in the comments below. Tell me which conference you thought. And really, I want to go into an in-depth discussion on this new way to play the game. Do you think that this new way is going to catch on, that everybody's all of a sudden going to be like, if there's multiplayer in a single player game, like even Assassin's Creed, think of even Assassin's Creed. Let's say that Assassin's Creed 5 come out, and let's say The Division was really popular, so they decided to put this in Assassin's Creed where anybody can just help anybody. Now, I doubt that would work with that game, but do you think this is going to catch on to like a bunch of other single-player games, or do you guys think that this is just going to be like a one-off? Do you think The Division will be successful? Do you think The Division will fail? Do you think that whole open world thing is a mistake or a plus? I don't know. I mean, you guys answer. Tell me your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and God bless.